The so-called green sector is crucial for the Arab region. It includes cropping, livestock, aquaculture production and forestry. While water scarcity is an enormous challenge for the Arab region as a whole, the green sector will be the first to suffer from the impact of climate change. Droughts, degradation of rangelands and desertification are already happening and are expected to rise. These are impacts directly related to dwindling water resources. The scientific projections are scary. By any plausible climate scenario, every area where crop is grown in the Arab region is going to be affected negatively by aridity, soil degradation or floods. This particularly relates to wheat and sorghum, the two most important rain-fed crops in the region. The same holds true for livestock. The majority of sheep, goats, cattle and camels can be found in areas with a very high degree of vulnerability to the impacts of climate change. Climate change will affect forestry as water-stressed lands become increasingly prone to fires. Fishing will also be affected by water warming and rising acidity. But as difficult as the situation may seem, there is still much we can do. First, we must come to accept that our familiar landscapes may change appearance completely. That we will not be able to harvest rain-fed wheat where we used to, but instead transform the dry land for entirely different purposes, for solar farms, for example. Secondly, we need to understand the importance of better management within the water sector, rainwater or floodwater harvesting, for example. Last but not least, there are choices on the level of local farms to be made, concerning, amongst other things, the development and use of crop varieties more tolerant to heat and drought. For some regions, switching from crop to mixed crop livestock or to various forms of livestock will become a key adaptation strategy. Adaptation to climate change requires different approaches in crop management, such as the choice of cultivation, appropriate dates of planting that fall in line with newly adapted rotation practices. Cropping decisions within a particular local area will increasingly be made by taking into consideration the availability of water, the cost of water, and the economically optimal allocation of water. The availability of feed resources is the crucial component for keeping livestock. The resilience of a mixed system in regards to climate change also depends on the selection of adaptive livestock breeds, feed crops, and of forage. Consideration should also be given to animals whose natural adaptability is already proven, such as camels. Sheep too should be considered in the search and development of more adaptive breeds, since they demonstrate high resilience compared to goats and cattle. These are just examples of things we can do. There is a wide range of adaptation possibilities in and outside the green sector. Whatever is done to strengthen the climate resilience of livelihoods can be considered as a sustainable improvement in terms of the well-being and human security of the people in the region. It's about choices, but also informed decisions. We are not at the mercy of a changing climate if we face it and act now. So let's deal with these inescapable impacts today, and let's sow the seeds for an adapted green sector in the Arab region.